What is going on, you guys? This is Ultron too, and welcome back to Ultron's podcast. So, guys, I want you guys to check out today's topic. There's a lot that we have to discuss on this podcast. So, um, before I even get straight into the topic, not today's, but channel sponsor is Rogue Energy. Link in the description to Rogue Energy. If you want to know what Rogue Energy is, please check it out on their website. Hear what I have to say, and you'll know what Rogue Energy is. It's basically one of those healthy energy drink supplements to drink instead of soda, and also better than any other energy drink. So if you want to try out an energy drink that has vitamins, fruits, and that's healthy, definitely check out Rogue Energy. My sponsor, discount code Ultron will save you 10%. And for those who've been talking about G Fuel, I've been trying to get sponsored for G Fuel. So that's why I've been talking about G Fuel a lot. I promise you guys, if you try out Rogue Energy, you would definitely love it. So definitely pick out some Rogue Energy. Use discount code Ultron, you will get a big discount. Well, not a big discount, but the discount will go big as we make more sales. So, guys, if you want to support me and if you want to try out Rogue Energy for yourself, please try some out. It's pretty awesome. So, 2 minutes in. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Stopmotion community. And, guys, sorry if you hear anything, any background noise. I have my fan on, and plus sometimes family's been talking in the background from outside of my door. So, I reacted to All That Jazz live stream. Like, he DM'd me on Instagram and he told me to check out the first 8 minutes of the clip. And I did. And I'll play the audio for you guys to also hear. And All That Jazz, if you watch this video, you're speaking facts. Honestly, that's real talk, guys. So, this guy's really speaking facts about the whole situation. And I'm also going to play some parts of what I had to say on the podcast so you guys can see as well. So I'm going to first play All That Jazz's audio so you guys can see what's going on. I'm basically going to do a little brief before we get straight into it. So basically, matter of fact, before we even get into the drama situation, I change my ways, so I did everybody a favor by making amends for all the mistakes I made in the past. We all make mistakes, we're all not perfect. For those who are wondering why I get into drama, it's just because of trolls. People are jealous of me, people who want to make you look bad. It's basically the usual. If you want to look up why do people get into drama, it's the usual, So I give everybody a shout out. I'm giving a lot of stop motion animators credit, shout outs. Everybody appreciate it. I'm spreading I can't even say the word, positivity around the community. So hopefully you guys will appreciate that. So we got off with that. Basically I left Instagram for 2 hours, right? And this was like towards the end of the day. And this was all last night, So I left Instagram for about 2 hours. I was on YouTube, chilling, watching WWE and all that extra stuff. And then I come back, and I see that I'm in group chats. People are talking about he's not a hacker. Technically he is, but at the same time he's not. It's basically some troll in the community who call himself Anonymous. Basically trying to pose as Anonymous, the hacking group. You guys know their slogan. For those who don't know Anonymous is famous for various hacks in history, especially in 2011 when they hacked Sony. So, no good. So, this guy is basically a troll. I don't think he poses a threat to us. Unless he exposes somebody or whatever, he has nothing on us. So I'm going to play All That Jazz's audio into the video. So I'll put something on the screen for you guys to see. So, yeah, I'm going to put All That Jazz's logo. I'm not going to show like him talking, whatever. So you guys will see. So let me play the audio for you guys to hear.
Their second post said, "We are coming," with an image of the date 7/30/2020. It was suspected that this would be the day that they would act or do whatever they were planning on doing. This was the time where everyone started panicking. Multiple group chats were created, all with the idea of confronting and exposing this terrorist account.
And also, I want to add to what Honor just said. The thing about the group chats, I found out who actually made the group chat, and I looked into it, and the person who created that group chat was actually Venom for Studios. I looked back in the chat, wondering who was adding people. It was Venom. So if you guys were wondering who was adding people in the chat, it was Venom. I didn't check the second chat. I did not check that one. I don't know who added people in that one, but the first one, it was Venom for Studios. So yeah. And guys, he did say that he made the fake account just so he could get to the real anonymous to see who this person really is. And yeah, man, it's just crazy.
But all it led to was more panic and accusations. Multiple names were thrown out, and people were being accused all around. 2 accounts were created by stop-motion animators.
Oh yeah, and one thing, and Aqua, I know you're watching this. I'm not exposing nobody. I'm not doing any of that. Even though Aqua said it was a joke, he was like one of the main ones accusing me of being anonymous. But he said it was a joke, so it's all good. But I can understand people coming at other people because everybody is a suspect. I understand that and all. But to like go around and this is not Aqua. This is like everybody that was in the chat, right? Everybody's accusing each other for wrongdoing when you have no proof whatsoever, and this is very, very disappointing. And the thing about it is, after I was spreading positivity around the community, you know, giving shout outs and doing everybody a favor, because I don't want people to think that I am a bad person, even though I am not a bad person. And people will be saying, "Oh, Ultron, you get a drama and all this extra stuff." The thing about it is that, guys, if you're wondering about drama, all I do to drama is respond to it. And when I respond to it, for whatever reason, it always ends up all over the place. So I am no longer going to do that anymore. I'm just going to address it and block the person and move on. So I'm going to try to do that. Fast forward, people, even Thundercat, I feel bad for Thundercat, Miniflix, and especially myself, because we were like some of the 3 that people kept blaming, making fake news accusations, and I really do not appreciate being called anonymous. Guys, I'll put a picture on the screen of what anonymous looks like. So guys, anonymous wears a mask. I know I wear a mask, guys, but I am not anonymous. That's the stereotype around the whole thing. Like, oh, let's blame Ultron because Ultron is a villain. Ultron has eyes and ears everywhere, and he's a hacker, and and he wears a mask. But guys, I'm not anonymous. I promise you. And guys, I would never do something as stupid as this, because I know if I ever get caught doing that, I would get so much hate. Everybody will unfollow. Everybody will unsubscribe. I would never do anything like this. And this whole thing is stupid. And guys, also, since I'm on that subject, the person, I don't know exactly who the person is, but the person who is responsible for the whole anonymous thing, this is a stop-motion animator. So for those who've been theorizing and wondering who it was actually a stop-motion animator. How do I know? Because I went through a list of people I blocked on my main account, right? And even though I blocked bot accounts, like there was like some fake sexual bot accounts. You guys should also report those accounts, and some other people who came from a different community. But those were little things. But the main people that I blocked on my main account was animators. So it was people like Rapture, Arkham, Cybernerd, all these people. I'm not gonna name drop anybody. Though I just mentioned those were some people that I blocked. Not saying that it was them at all. for so people don't go around saying, "Oh, Ultron said that." No. So honestly, I don't know who this person is. This guy deleted the chat. He changed the name, and the thing about it, this guy had the audacity to come and follow a handful of animators on their pages. Like, this bastard came to my page. Both of those fake accounts came to my page, and they followed me for whatever reason. I blocked the supposed fake account. And guys, for those who don't know, the account is actually still on Instagram. I think this guy remade another anonymous account. Hey guys, we gotta do something about this. We all need to grow as a community. Stop accusing people of wrongdoing when you know you don't have proof and you cannot back it up. So stop it. Stop it. I'm tired of all of this nonsense, and yeah, it's just all a mess. So I'm just gonna play with what Jazz has to say. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but just certain points that he had to say.
To try and get in with the enemy and figure out what was going on.
So guys, listen up.
Did not prevail. The Stopmotion anonymous account made a third post stating that we, as a community, had forgotten about them and they would now be taking their revenge. The community was going crazy, some level-headed and actually trying to figure out what was going on, and some genuinely terrified.
Facts.
Regardless, we all gave this issue more attention than it deserved. One of the fake accounts admitted that they were fake and tried to say the whole thing was a joke. For a mere couple of minutes, the community was calm. Then the main account made a post stating that the fake account had nothing to do with them and that it was not a joke.
Yeah, that's true, because the fake account was actually Venom Force Studios, for those who don't know, just to clear that up. And hopefully everybody's watching the full podcast right now, because this whole situation is crazy. I've never seen anything like this on Instagram where a person wants to target people. And the thing about it is that last year, 2019, the Star Wars community had infiltrators and cheaters. People who came and tarnished other people's creations. And we all know who they are. These guys thought they were superior. They thought they were superior to us. They called our animations trash. And I feel like, and the thing about this is why, and the things I just said, those were from a few animators that I blocked. So it's possibly that it's one of them. I believe so. You never know. It could be one of those guys. Honestly, everybody that was in the group chat, I don't think it was any of them that did it. It's possible, but honestly, the person that I've blocked, that he had a main account. I don't know what his account was. He's the person who started anonymous. If only I can know who it was. If only the chat was still there, I could tell you guys exactly who did it. But as soon as I unblocked the person, the chat wasn't there anymore. The guy deleted the chat for whatever reason. It's all a mess.
If the fake account was not deleted, there would be serious consequences for every animator.
Yeah, Anonymous, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anonymous can't do nothing.
The panic in the community doubled. The main account made a sixth post addressing the community as self-entitled. This was
Anonymous, how are we self-entitled? The thing about it is that there are some individuals who do act entitled, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, even I do not act entitled when it comes to stuff like that, because why? That's just gonna make you look bad. But there's nothing wrong with trying to promote your stuff and try to get people to watch it. But acting entitled, come on, man.
This was the last we heard from them. Due to the efforts of many animators who flocked in large numbers, we blocked and reported their account, and they were deleted mere 2 hours after being created.
And I think there was another account too.
This morning, the community seems like the calm after the storm. Many feel victorious, and we should. The community is still standing, and we didn't let this tear us apart.
And what Jess is about to bring up is actually facts, because this would answer your question: is the Stopmotion community toxic?
However, I am a little afraid of what could have happened if the account hadn't been deleted.
Gotta make sure the camera's still recording.
Was I worried about the Stopmotion Anonymous account being a legitimate threat? No. I never suspected for 1 second that we were in danger. However, this does show how vulnerable we are. We allowed one account with some scary posts and a creepy profile to, in 2 hours, turn a lot of us against each other. There are accusations and aggressive conversations that were going on last night, and when we should have been reunited.
That's facts. You guys disappointed me, you know, but I can understand trying to get to the bottom of the situation, but guys, please don't do that ever again. Just going around accusing people. I felt bad for Thundercat because we messaged each other, and it seemed like he was actually going to leave the community again, you know, because the thing about it is, from my last podcast and from my last video I made, and I asked him to watch it and he did, honestly, I'm one of those few individuals who kind of persuade Thundercat to try to stay in the community for as long as he probably can. Motivation, depression, all that extra stuff, I get it. I'm glad the real legendary is staying in the community and the other person. TV head, man, it just sucks, you know. And imagine, I don't know if he was dragged into his, he probably was. Like, just seeing all this nonsense just go on is just dumb, you know.
Against, when we should have been united against a common enemy, we were instead turning on each other. I, of course, have my own theory on who the account was, and I do believe I'm correct. However, there is no reason to be throwing out names if the account poses no real threat.
Yeah, guys, if you think you know who it is, you probably should, like, think about before you say it, because if you say it and you know it's, and it comes out that it's not true, you might get backlash, so you don't want to do that. So be careful with that. I think we 17 minutes in. Alright, so I gotta make sure the camera's still recording, guys.
It could be someone with genuine hate in their heart for the community, or it could be someone who just felt left out and isolated, trying to get attention.
No, I think it's the first one, because this person, like I said, the person that I blocked, this was clearly a person that I blocked a long time ago, because the last time I blocked any animator, besides Evermore, it was actually like a really, really long time ago, you know? And the thing about it is that I know a few animators who I blocked who kept making fake accounts, so it's possibly one of them. And the funny thing about it is that I haven't heard from Collector. I don't know. It's weird because he hasn't said nothing about this whole situation. Weird. So, hey man, unless we have actual proof, we can't just go around accusing people, you know?
Regardless, the threat is dealt with. I wouldn't be surprised if they created a second account, and
actually, Jess, I think they did. Hey, let me skip this real quick.
It has been dealt with peacefully and respectfully. Even so, people still believe the community is toxic. It may not be what it once was, but neither is the world as a whole. I think as our world goes back to normal, so will the community. However, I still haven't explained why I believe we aren't toxic. And here's why. The Star Wars fandom is considered to be one of the most toxic fandoms out there. However, it's not. It's just really, really big. There are over 1 billion Star Wars fans. If only 1% of them were toxic, that is still over 10 million people.
True.
While that's a big number, should the entire fandom be judged by the actions of the worst 1%? No. I can count on one hand how many animators have been consistently toxic, at least from my experience.
Still recording.
Sure,
Alright,
people have said toxic things and had
Alright,
toxic
so we're 20 minutes in.
but we cannot judge people by their worst times. Should we call the entire community toxic because of a handful of people? No. We're not toxic, but we are growing. And the more people we get,
True.
the more toxic people we will pick up along the way.
Yeah, you guys have to understand that every community is not perfect, And one thing I have a problem with a lot of people in the Stomach community is that you guys need to stop acting like you're all perfect, you're Dr. Goody Good, when in reality, you're not. Everybody has their moments, you know. I've had moments. Everybody needs to stop acting like they're perfect, stop acting entitled, stop acting whatever, you know. Everybody acts either the same or different. And honestly, when I look at drama, like Jazz said, it's not toxic, you know, because just like if me and you were communicating and we have our differences, same thing with Republicans and Democrats. We have our differences, but it's not drama. We're both speaking our points of view. So you guys got to understand where I'm coming from, where all of us is coming from. Drama is not toxic. Now, I feel like depending on what it is, it probably could be toxic in a way. Um, but honestly, I feel like it's only toxic if it escalates. If you know what I'm saying, like if it happens like all the time and all the time and all the time, that's when you should cut that person off. You know. And guys, like I said, I get into drama once in a while, but that's only because, like I say, you're always gonna have a hater. This is life. Not everybody's gonna like you. Um, even with newbie, like people like him was questioning me and you know stuff like that. And it's just crazy, you know. Some people wants to hate on you and put you down just because they don't have what you have, and that's actually facts. Some people that I've actually been in a drama with, like last year, they admitted to doing all that because of what I have. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Because some people don't understand, and I see this all the time on YouTube. There's always this one troll who wants to debunk somebody because they don't have what that other person have. It's jealousy. So, guys, we have to fix our community. Honestly, me personally, I don't think the Summers community is toxic. It's just that we have those few individuals who just cannot comply and stay in line, if you know what I'm saying. Um, it's crazy. That's life. We have to deal with that. Everybody's not perfect. We're not Dr. Goody Good, you know. So stop acting like you're not gonna get into a fit with somebody. It's just non-existent for you to think like that. So truth hurts, you know, and it's actually facts, you know. Shout out to all that jazz. I'll leave his channel down in the description down below. I do agree with everything he said, and I'm actually like 5 minutes in the video he posted. Let me see if he has anything else to say here.
And that is inevitable for any community. How do we stop the problem? I see 3 ways. Stop supporting the people who are consistently toxic. Don't voice act for them, don't work with them, don't watch their videos. If they're hurting the community, they are not worth your time.
True.
Second, don't start public drama to begin with.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing I also want to talk about. Like I said, guys, if I get into drama or a fit with somebody, sometimes it escalates where we post it on our stories. And honestly, I feel bad sometimes because I don't want people to look at my story and see that there's drama or toxicity going around. And I'm gonna stop that. I'm not gonna do that. Like Jazz said, we're gonna settle that in the DMs privately. Nobody needs to get involved in people's business, you know. So hopefully you guys can definitely understand that. And yeah.
It gives the illusion of toxicity and can lead to toxicity. If you have a problem with another animator, take it up with them in DMs.
True.
3, join Stopmotion Con. Message Venomverse Studios and he'll help you out with it. It's a really positive celebration of animation. And
well, right now I'm doing Gamerlogia stuff, so yeah.
I think will be very
Sorry,
good for the
Venom.
community. I'll now read a statement from Jacoby Productions on this whole issue that happened last night.
Oh yeah, my boy Jacoby, boy. Let's go.
I don't see why they are taking it so seriously. The whole stop-motion community is probably one of the smallest on YouTube compared to the rest. I get it. It's passion. Obviously, I get it. But we're all sort of just like 10 to 25-year-olds with the same interest and passions. I don't get why they make such serious accounts thinking they're going to take down big shots. The community should sort of just go on. Arguments happen, and it doesn't need out-of-proportion accounts to act like it's the end of the world.
Cheaters and infiltrators. That's how I see it. Guys, like Jazz said, we need to not be vulnerable to these attacks. We need to tighten up. All of us need to tighten up as a community. You know? It's crazy. So, what we should do is, if we see anything like this again, just report the page, talk about it like normal human beings, like real men or women if you're anime, but most of everybody in the community is men. But you know what I'm saying? Talk to each other like real men, real human beings. Talk it out. Find out a plan, figure out a plan or whatever you gotta do. Report the page and leave it at that. You know, and if they still come back, do the same. There is no need to go around accusing people unless the only time you should accuse somebody is if you know for sure that they're the person. So that's the only time when you should address it. I'm not gonna play this whole thing, so I'll leave his channel down in the description and his Instagram. I'll leave his Instagram also in the description. So shout out to all that jazz. So this is the end of the podcast. What is this? Episode 8 or 9? 7? Well, you guys will see it in the title. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the next podcast will be a positive podcast. Even though this podcast was just addressing just nonsense and drama and just toxicity and all this other just, ugh. Thank you guys for coming out to the podcast. This is Ultron 2 signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.